as we make a historic announcement about the Golden Dome missile defense shield. That's something we want.
US President Donald Trump has announced new details of his ambitious missile defense plan known as the Golden Dome. The multi-billion-dollar program aims to protect the United States from foreign missile attacks. Trump ordered the project in January after beginning his second term in office. The goal is to build a network of satellites and defense systems that can detect, track, and intercept incoming missiles. The idea of a space-based missile defense system is not new. President Ronald Reagan first proposed a similar concept in the 1980s during the Cold War. His strategic defense initiative, often called Star Wars, also aimed to stop nuclear missiles using space technology. Trump's Golden Dome builds on that vision with 21st century tools. Let's listen into what Trump said.
Ronald Reagan wanted it many years ago, but they didn't have the technology. But it's something we're going to have. We're going to have it at the highest level. In the campaign, I promised the American people that I would build a cutting-edge missile defense shield to protect our homeland from the threat of foreign missile attack. And that's what we're doing.
So how will the Golden Dome work? The system will rely on three main components. Satellites. Hundreds of satellites will be deployed in space to detect missile launches around the world, including in their early stages. Interceptor systems. These include both ground and space-based missiles such as THAAD and Aegis, designed to destroy threats mid-air. AI-powered command centers. Artificial intelligence will analyze data quickly and guide real-time responses across the network. President Trump has appointed General Michael Guetlein of the US Space Force to lead the project. Guetlein is a four-star general with decades of experience in missile defense and space systems. He previously served in the US Air Force before joining the Space Force in 2021. According to Trump, Canada also showed interest to be part of the project.
To keep our country secure and our communities safe.
Trump said he wants the Golden Dome to be operational by January 2029, the end of his current term.
Canada has called us and they want to be a part of it. So we'll be talking to them. They want to have protection also. So as usual, we help Canada do the best we can. This design for the Golden Dome will integrate with our existing defense capabilities and should be fully operational before the end of my term. So we'll have it done in about 3 years.
So Trump says the project will be completed in 3 years. Now, what would be the cost of developing such a futuristic system? There is a wide gap in cost estimates. Trump has announced an initial budget of $25 billion with a projected total cost of around $175 billion. However, a recent report by the Congressional Budget Office warns the program could cost as much as $831 billion over the next 2 decades. Major defense and tech companies are already competing to be part of the project. SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, is considered a leading contender. Other companies like Palantir and Anduril are also in the running. Now, some lawmakers have raised concerns about the contract process, especially regarding the close ties between the Trump administration and companies like SpaceX, given the fact that SpaceX's owner, Elon Musk, is now part of the Trump administration's decision-making process. Trump's ambitious plan draws inspiration from Israel's Iron Dome.
Once fully constructed, the Golden Dome will be capable of intercepting missiles even if they are launched from other sides of the world and even if they are launched from space. And we will have the best system ever built. As you know, we helped Israel with theirs, and it was very successful, and now we have technology that's even far advanced from that.
So what is Israel's Iron Dome? Israel's Iron Dome is an advanced mobile air defense system designed to protect against short-range threats like rockets, artillery shells, and even drones. And here's how it works. Sophisticated radar systems detect incoming rockets. Then, A control system determines whether the rocket is headed for a populated area or a critical infrastructure. If it's going to land in an open, empty space, the system will let it pass, saving its expensive interceptor missiles. Otherwise, it launches an interceptor missile to destroy the incoming threat in mid-air. Each of these interceptor missiles, known as Tamir missiles, costs approximately $40,000 to $50,000. Since becoming operational in 2011, the Iron Dome has intercepted thousands of rockets, with Israel reporting a success rate of over 90% for threats aimed at populated areas. But Trump's Golden Dome differs in scale and purpose. While the Iron Dome protects a small area from short-range attacks, Trump's plan is to defend the entire US, a country roughly 450 times larger, from long-range and hypersonic missiles. The US has long discussed building a missile defense shield, but past efforts have stalled due to high costs and technical challenges. Recently, the Defense Intelligence Agency warned that countries like China, Russia, Iran and North Korea now have missiles that are capable of reaching the US mainland. These include ballistic missiles, cruise missiles and hypersonic weapons. Following Trump's announcement, China criticized the Golden Dome plan and urged the United States to cancel it. They warned it could destabilize global security and lead to a new arms race in space.
The plan openly calls for a significant expansion of outer space combat capabilities, including the development and deployment of orbital interception system. This has a strong offensive nature and violates the principle of peaceful use advocated by Outer Space Treaty. It will exacerbate the militarization of outer space and the risk of an arms race, undermining international security and the arms control framework. China is seriously concerned about this. We urge the United States to abandon its plan to develop and deploy a global missile defense system at an early date.
If completed, the Golden Dome would be the first US weapon system deployed in space. Supporters argue it could transform America's ability to defend against modern threats. Critics question its cost, timeline, and impact on international relations. One thing is for sure: if realized, the Golden Dome would reshape the global defense dynamics. That's all in this edition of Connecting the Dots. We'll see you next week with more raging issues. Until then, it's a goodbye from all of us in the Delhi newsroom. This is Munmin Bhattacharya signing off. Take care and stay safe.